Hi students, in this session we will be discussing genetics. The first competency under genetics is describe the structure of chromosomes with classification. So what is chromosome? The chromosomes are composed of genes. What is genes then? Genes are the basic physical and functional units of heredity. It is composed of a specific sequence of DNA. In the human genome contains around 25,000 genes. Each gene has a specific function, so it determines a characteristic or trait. During interphase of the cell cycle, the DNA is arranged as a double helical structure. That is its maximally extended format. And during interphase, the cells are in active stage. The DNA is in active stage and they are functioning. But during cell division, the DNA undergoes various stages of condensation. So this time when it condenses, we can visualize the DNA under microscope. The various stages of condensation are: initially it is in a maximally extended format, that time it is active, and that time it is in a double helical structure. And when it starts condensing, it forms chromatin thread-like structure, then it forms solenoid, then condensed heterochromatin. By that time it is seen as darkly stained thread-like, very thin hair-like structures. The chromosomes are the next stage, and this is the maximum condensed form of the DNA. And when it just before dividing into two daughter cells, that is in metaphase, the chromosomes appear as rod-shaped structures. In this chromosome, every gene has a specific location or position, and that is called locus. The alternate forms of the genes are called alleles. Now we will discuss the structure of chromosome. The chromosome is having a primary construction, and that is called centromere. So centromere is the part which keeps the arms connected to each other, united to each other. The arms are known as P arm or short arm. P stands for petite. And there is Q arm or long arm. This is a Q arm or long arm. The Q stands for grande. The ends of the arms are called telomeric ends. The ends are called telomeric ends. This telomeric ends consists of TTAGGG repeats. The number of repeats determines the number of cell divisions it can undergo. Normally, a cell can undergo 50 to 60 cell divisions. If the centromere is divided longitudinally along the long axis of the chromosome, it leaves two halves of the chromosome with one short arm centromere and long arm, and this is called sister chromatids. So during meiosis II, the chromosomes will be halved and the sister chromatids will go to the daughter cells. So that is about the structure of the chromosomes. In acrocentric chromosomes, sometimes we can see secondary constructions. The arm, at the end of the short arm, there will be a round-like structure, and that is called satellites. The secondary construction will be separating the short arm from the satellites. Now we will discuss about the classification of chromosomes, in which all ways we can classify the chromosome. The humans contains 46 chromosomes. Out of this 46, 23 are inherited from the maternal side and 23 from the paternal side. So that makes a diploid number of chromosomes. The gametes are haploid. Gametes contains haploid number of chromosomes. When they fuse to form the zygote, it becomes diploid number of chromosomes. Based on the type of genes and function of those genes, we can classify the chromosomes into autosomes and sex chromosomes. Autosomes, there are 22 pairs of autosomes. These autosomes carry similar genes, so they do not show any gender differences. Similar genes in both the sexes. The sex chromosomes are X and Y chromosomes. They play a role in the determination of the sex of the embryo as well as the development of the gonads. So that is why it is called sex chromosomes. In males it is XY and in females it is X and X. Based on the position of the centromere, we can classify the chromosomes into three types: metacentric, submetacentric and acrocentric chromosomes. The metacentric chromosome, the centromere is located exactly in the middle, so P and Q arm are of equal length. In submetacentric chromosome, the centromere is displaced to one side, so the P arm is shorter and Q arm is longer. In acrocentric chromosome, the centromere is located near one end of the chromosome, so that it has a long Q arm and very short P arm. Sometimes it shows a secondary constriction and a satellite here, and the connecting part is called stalk. So based on the position of centromere, the metacentric chromosome is there. In that, the centromere is located in the middle of the chromosome, so that the P and Q arm are of equal length. Examples are chromosome number 1, 2, 19 and 20. Submetacentric chromosome, the P arm is shorter than the Q arm, and the examples are chromosome 4 to 12, X chromosome 16 and 18. Most of the chromosomes are submetacentric chromosome. Acrocentric chromosome, the P arm is very short, Q arm is there, and examples are 13 to 15, 21, 22 and Y chromosome. There is one more type, telocentric. In this, the centromere is located at the end of the arm, so there is no P arm, only Q arm will be there. This is not usually seen in human beings. Now, third type of classification is Denver classification, based on the length of the chromosome and the position of the centromere. Length means whole length of the chromosome and the position of centromere. We can divide the chromosomes into 7 groups, that is A to G groups. This is an internationally accepted classification established in 1959, and this type of arrangement is used for the preparation of karyotype. According to Denver classification, the first group, that is A group, consists of chromosome number 1, 2, 3. Second group, B group, consists of chromosome number 4 and 5. This is the C group, consists of 6 to 12 and plus X chromosome. There is D group, that is 13, 14, 15. There is E group 16, 17, 18. F group 19 and 20. E group, F group, and G group is 21, 22 and Y chromosome. So this is the 7 groups of chromosomes according to Denver classification. So we have discussed the structure of chromosome, that is primary construction, centromere is there, P arm, Q arms are there, sister chromatid, we have learned what is sister chromatid. Then the classification, 3 ways we can classify. One is based on the type of genes and its function. We can classify into autosomes and sex chromosomes. Second type is according to the position of the centromere, metacentric, submetacentric and acrocentric. According to Denver classification, that is based on the whole length of the total length of the chromosome and position of the centromere into 7 groups A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So this is called Denver classification. That's all for today's session. Thank you.